Welcome back. In this video, we will understand Scenario Manager in Excel, which is another tool under the what if analysis. Scenario Manager allows us to store and compute different sets of input values and see how they impact the final result without changing the formulas. A scenario manager can be used in multiple instances like valuation sensitivity analysis, project feasibility analysis, business forecasting, etc. In our previous two videos, we discussed about goal seek and data table. Goal seek can be used when we want the desired output by changing one input. Data table can be used for sensitivity analysis with one or two variables. A scenario manager is more flexible as compared to goal seek and data table. So here the user has the option to run multiple scenarios with multiple variables instead of one or two variables. Let us understand how we can use scenario manager with the help of a simple example. Here we have some data on units sold, sales price, variable cost per unit, fixed cost per unit. The units sold multiplied by the sales price gives us the total revenue. So for the base case, the total units sold is 10,000 and selling price is 100. Variable cost is $60 per unit and fixed cost is 200,000. So total revenue minus the variable cost and fixed cost gives us the total profit, which is 200,000 in the base case scenario. We have two other scenarios, the optimistic case and conservative case. So where the units sold are 12,500 and 7,500. The sales price is also different in both the scenarios, and so is the variable cost and fixed cost. And we want to see the profitability under all the three scenarios. So, how the profit of this business changes when the unit sold, selling price, variable cost, and fixed cost, all the data points change. So, let us see how we can use the scenario manager. To use the scenario manager, we'll click on data, what if analysis. Here we see the scenario manager. Once we have this screen, we will click on add. The first input required is the scenario name. So the name of the scenario is base case. And the second input required is changing cells. So we can enter one cell over here. And we also have the option to multiple cells. So here we have four variables. So we'll select all the four variables. So once we select the changing cells and click OK, so we see that it automatically reads the values in these cells. But before using the scenario manager, let's give these cells some name. So I'll click on cancel and close and go to formulas. Select the cells P4 to C7 where we have the names and the data point and click on create from selection. Excel automatically reads that we have to select the left column for the names. Click OK. Now, if we go to the name manager, we see that these four cells have the names in the left column. So unit sold, sales price, variable cost, and fixed cost. Close this. Now to use the scenario manager, click on data, go to what if analysis, select the scenario manager, click add. Base case is our first scenario. The cells to be changed are cells C4 to C7. Click OK. So now we see that Excel has given the name of these cells. So units sold is 10,000, selling price is 100, variable cost is 60, and fixed cost is 200,000. Click OK. Now we have to add the second scenario, which is optimistic case. The cells to be changed remain the same. So C4 to C7. Click OK. So here units sold will update based on this data. So units sold will be 12,500. Sales price is 105. Variable cost is 55 and fixed cost is 180,000. Okay. The last case is conservative case. We'll give the name conservative case. Cells to be changed are the same. Click OK. So now again we'll update the data. So units sold is 7,500. Sales price is 90. Variable cost is 70 and fixed cost is 240,000. Okay. So now let's see what happens. So currently we have the data for the base case and the profit is 200,000. If we click on the optimistic case and then click on show, so the numbers get populated automatically and the profit is also calculated since this is formula driven. So the profit in the optimistic case is 445,000. Let's see what happens in the conservative case. Click on the conservative case and then click show. So here we see that because the sales price has declined, variable cost and fixed cost have increased, the profit is in negative. So in the conservative scenario, the business is incur a loss. We can also create a summary of all the three scenarios. So when we click on summary and it is asking which is the result cell. So the result cell is C12. Click OK. So we get a summary of all the three scenarios where the current value in the cell is the conservative case. For the base case, the profit is 200,000. For the optimistic case is 445,000 and for the conservative case it is minus 90,000. Since we did not give any name to C12, so it is showing as C12. So we could give it a name as profit or net profit, but currently we will leave it as is. So this is how you can use the scenario manager when you have more than two variables. So this scenario manager will work on four, five, as many number of variables as you have. So it will help you run multiple scenarios with multiple variables like we just did in this example. Thank you.